It was a night when persons of like minds, mostly the young ones, lit candles in honor of all those who died of the HIV/AIDS scourge.
We pray that those who have lost their lives to HIV/AIDS, we pray that their soul rest in perfect peace. And right now, we are still doing, after the candle is being lit, we're trying to move the world forward and create a society free of HIV/AIDS, and also to support those who are still having HIV/AIDS. And we want every one of us in Nigeria to join hands together and make this society free of HIV/AIDS and no stigma.
We just pray that their lives will be like a wake-up call, for those who are alive.
Top moves at the occasion was the need to give HIV/AIDS red card, spread love and not HIV/AIDS, and prevent discriminations against people with the HIV/AIDS.
Very necessary event in the sense that it tries to eliminate the stigma that is so attached to HIV and AIDS in our nation today. And so we're trying to create an awareness about what the disease is all about, what the disease does to people, how many people have died from this event, and then create the sense that these people are not to be ostracized from society just because they have HIV and AIDS, but we're supposed to embrace them, teach them ways to manage their disease, because it's not a death sentence, and so you can still live very healthy and normal lives with HIV and AIDS today.
It's a taboo for a lot of people to even come out openly. Even when people die, the families don't want to let anybody else know that it was AIDS that killed them. So obviously that silence is making it worse, because things spread so much more when it's kept in the dark. So it's important that we have such programs, such initiatives, so that people are educated properly about AIDS. Not just that, those who have AIDS should be made to see that we care for them. We shouldn't discriminate or push them away. That makes it worse. That's why there's a stigma, because every time we hear somebody has AIDS, the tendency is everybody just pushes them away. And that's a problem, because we should bring them closer. We should help them.
Right to live. Therefore, if somebody says you cannot work because you're living with HIV, invariably the person is saying you should not live. And by gathering here to remember those that have died as a result of HIV and AIDS, we are saying no to stigmatization and discrimination. Again, for those of us that are still living and struggling against the disease. It is also a day to say, okay, I must love somebody. I must remember somebody. I have always said this, that all of us as Nigerians, we have a stake as far as fighting HIV and AIDS is concerned. And one of the major steps that we have to take is for you to know your own status.
The organizers are also, through their various bodies, tackling identified factors that could predispose persons to the disease.
In SOS, HIV is part of our program because we help children who are affected by HIV and AIDS. Now, you call them OVC, orphans and vulnerable children. Some of them, they have lost their parents because of HIV and AIDS. So what we do now, these children, they have become vulnerable because either their parents are very sick, either by HIV or any other chronic disease. Now, they can't help themselves, so we bring them into our home. You understand? Bring them to our home, because we have a home facility. We bring them to our home, where we take care of them till they get married. We also have another program called Family Strengthening Program, FSP. You understand? Now, that FSP, what we do, we go to the communities, we do awareness, we help vulnerable children in their homes. We pay for their schools, we give them food, take care of their medical bills, just to show them that love. That's what we are doing, because now HIV has come. Nobody can deny that. Now, what of the effect of HIV? So some people need to be working to reduce that effect on the community.
We do educational programs and remembrance programs like this. For sustainable livelihood, we believe that for you to be healthy, you have to be productive. You're not living to occupy space on earth. You have to do something with your hands. And so our sustainable livelihood tends to deal with entrepreneurial skills. And when I talk about entrepreneurial skills, I'm talking about practical things that work. We're not going to the space. We're doing about little things in a society that makes meaning. And that's what my organization stands for. We do practical things. One of the projects we're starting in June is actually we picked up a school in Gwagwalada that we found out, a community that we found out was upside down. And then we want to actually bring key stakeholders together to make that place like a mecca of some sort, that school, in which that school will become a model primary school, where people will have IT facilities, have, arts and crafts, music facilities. What you see in very expensive private schools, we want to bring that down to the community in Gwagwalada, and we are sure that with the support of our partners, we'll be able to do that.
It was not just talk and talk.
light the light in all our sorrows. Tomorrow will come shining. There's no one left but us who can sow the seeds of change.